be to the left of Apo. The give to Fa on the left side. Again, not too much room there as Dane Maeva again stepping up big for this Kamehameha defense.
Once again, Kamehameha in the trenches taking care of business. Fa was able to get it just back to the line of scrimmage.
So Mitch Lilo will be the return man here for the Warriors. And getting ready to punt is going to be Wes Tufunga from his own end zone. As he'll get a leg into this one. Lilo will fair catch it. And Kamehameha will have it 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. So we'll be back. Kamehameha will have the football with 7:16 here in the third quarter.
Now there's a technology that's lighting the way to a new mortgage for people all across Hawaii. Introducing Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii, Hawaii's leading lender. Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii lets you apply for a home loan anytime from any device, making the mortgage and refi process faster and easier. Or work hand in hand with the loan experts from Hawaii's #1 mortgage team.
Holding.
So put the power of
Return
choice and
team
control
number
in
10.
your hands.
10-yard
Simplify
penalty.
Mortgage by Bank of
First
Hawaii.
down.
Welcome to tomorrow.
And welcome back here to Aloha Stadium. Jaime Miranda Molina, Chaz Mihara up here in the press box booth. And it's Friday night, beautiful Friday night, and we get to enjoy ourselves with nice high school football. St. Louis and Kamehameha here at Aloha Stadium. And I tell you what, it's been pretty much Kamehameha here in the second half. I mean, they stepped up to the plate. They've been making plays on defense. Now it's going to be interesting to see how their offense will do.
This is where it's going to show what kind of character Kamehameha has.
So Ewan will hand it off here on 1st down. And the swarm players of St. Louis will get in there in the backfield. As Andrew Lee Smith was the runner that time.
On the replay here, we see number 40, Iona Purcell, plugging the hole nicely. Stuffed the play.
So 6:47 and counting here in the third quarter. Here's going to be Ewan from the left hash. High snap. Ewan had a hard time handling it. And just in the nick of time will fall down on the turf, and luckily still has possession of the ball.
That could have been a disaster there on the mishandling of the ball. Very fortunate for Ewan to be able to recover that ball and not give St. Louis some good field position.
So make it 3rd and 18 here from the Kamehameha Warriors 40-yard line. As the Warriors making some late substitutions here. They're going to have a bunch to the near side. Single man up top. Ewan barking out signals. Lee Smith will be to the left of him. This is a good snap, but then comes a penalty.
False start. Offense number 35. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
False start penalty against the Warriors. So this doesn't help their cause at all. They'll be going more back, and this will make it a 3rd and long.
Not at all, Chaz. These are the little minor things that need improvement in the Kamehameha attack.
So here's Ewan. It's a late give. And I think St. Louis has it. And they do. The fumble recovery. It just looked like the play didn't develop the way Kamehameha would like. The St. Louis defense was on the verge, and they come up with the football.
Looks like Zane Fragas, number 48, was able to muscle the ball out of the quarterback's hand.
Now the Crusaders will have it 1st and 10 at the Kamehameha 29-yard line. This is good field position to start here on the drive, and their second drive of the second half. Now coming in is going to be A.J. Blanco for St. Louis. They'll have trips up top. Blanco looking to pass, and He's going to get sacked behind the line. And again, that's going to be number 42 on the defense, Dane Maeva.
Here we see Blanco dropping back. Nowhere to go. No time in the pocket. Just suffocated by number 42, Dwayne Maeva.
So again, AJ Bianco, the 6'3", 180-pound sophomore. Here back to pass on second down. Now has time. Fires up. Ball is tipped from the receiver. Almost fell, or almost went into an interception there. Ezra Rodriguez was the intended receiver.
We're going to check out the replay here. Blanco, the throw is a little bit behind the receiver, causing a deflection and almost an interception by the defensive back of Kamehameha.
So make it 3rd and 17 now from the Kamehameha 35. Trips up top, single man on the bottom. Bianco in at the quarterback. Snap brings him to his left, shuffles. Will fire this one to the top side. This is going to be complete. That looks to be close to the first down marker, depending on the spot. Catching that ball was number 6 with the reception. That's going to be Jacob Elish. So make it 1st and 10 after first Hawaiian Bank first down here for the Crusaders. 4:40 here in the third quarter. Bianco looking to the sideline for the call. Snap is good, looks right, fires to the end zone. This one looks like it's going to be picked off. And the Warriors have it
Palico
at the 1 yard line. That's number 5, Paliku Kamaka again with his second interception here on the night.
Here we're going to look at the replay. Blanco throwing it up in a crowd. And once again, Palico coming up a big play for the defensive side of Kamehameha.
And boy, talk about the Kamehameha defense stepping up here for the Warriors, and I think they've came out with a different mindset. I just like the way they're playing out there. They're playing hard. I just see a different type of awareness on the court than I did in the first half.
Yes, the intensity that the defense came out with has been proven to be effective.
So Keone will be out of his own end zone. Lee Smith, the running back. High snap. Keone gets it off in time. And, oh boy, Kamehameha can take a sigh of relief there as it'll be second down.
Very dangerous play there. They were very fortunate to get rid of the ball and kill the play. This is number 8. Throwing it out of bounds just in time before a safety.
So Smith, the running back, and so he's getting rushed forward. The Crusaders are looking for a safety, but I think they're going to give him forward progress. I want to say maybe a yard on that one. We'll look back here.
Well, just as good as the Kamehameha defense has looked, the St. Louis defensive side has not given an inch on their 2 times on the field.
So make it 3rd down and 9 as they do get a yard on that one. Keone will be out of the gun. Smith, the running back. Long snap. The give goes to Smith, and he'll just try and muscle his way forward, but the wall of the Crusaders' defensive line say, ole.
Nowhere to go there up the middle. It's just a lot of muscle, a lot of big athletic players, not giving an inch. So St. Louis defensive side has come through and made up for the mistake on the offensive side.
So Keaton Downing will be punting the ball away here for the Warriors out of his own end zone. Looking just to get this one off and away. As number 25 is back to return here for the Crusaders. As they'll let this one bounce. And he's going to pick it up. This is Paul Lewis, and the ball may have came out. Kamehameha signaling they have it. And they do, and I'm thinking back, Paul Lewis let the ball bounce. I thought he was just going to let it go, but he picks it up. We look back here, Jaime.
Looking at the replay, it seems like he was just going to let it bounce, but at the last minute, he decided to pick it up. It was loose, never really protected the ball well, and Kamehameha stripped him. So Kamehameha defense, once again, coming through big time to keep the Warriors' pursuit of this game to continue.
So Kamehameha will have it after the fumble on the special teams. 1st and 10. Now with some good breathing room here to start at their own 44. So Keone will come out, trips to the near side. Looks right, will step up in the pocket, and he'll get tripped up on the turf there and will dive forward for a 1-yard gain.
Looking at the replay here, Keone didn't have much time, tried to squirt through the middle, and it seems like he tripped. Otherwise, he would have gained some yardage.
And you know here, Jaime, now it's in the second half or later part of the third quarter. It just seems like offensively, Kamehameha has just been having a hard time finding themselves offensively.
That is correct, Chaz.
So here's Keone on 2nd down. This was on an inside slant. Pass will fall incomplete.
Kamehameha has struggled on the offensive side, the timing of the plays and the routes. Something to take in mind in the next few games. You know, the defense has come in, taking care of business here in the first 3 possessions that St. Louis had. Now they're relying on the offense to get things going.
So it's going to be 3rd and 9 as Keone is looking to the sideline for the play. Play clock is at 9. As finally we'll get trips up top. Play clock at 3. And finally...
Timeout, Kamehameha.
And finally, Keone will signal for a timeout there, and they'll call one with 2:04 left to go. We'll keep it right here. And I think the biggest thing I want to talk to you, Jaime, is about pretty much the offense. I think defensively, I think Kamehameha has been doing an excellent job. They've created opportunities for themselves and for their offense to get the ball back. But it just seems like Kamehameha hasn't found any sort of rhythm here in the offensive side.
Well, we have to give credit to where credit is due, and that is that St. Louis probably has the best defense in the state. So it's not really a factor that Kamehameha is doing so bad, but when you're facing the #1 defense in the state, it's not going to be an easy day for you.
Indeed.
It's very evident in today's matchup.
You look at the top defense pretty much in the state with Nicholas Herbig, also Jordan Patello, LaHawaii Brown. I mean, there's so much talented players here, and they've done a good job disrupting Kamehameha here on the offensive side. So they'll come out here on 3rd down. Keone Rosa is right, cutting back across, throws off his back foot, and this pass will fall incomplete. Luckily, out of reach of a St. Louis defender, will set up a 4th down.
Here on the replay, Keone rolls out to his right. Very difficult throw going totally the opposite side. Very fortunate that ball was not intercepted.
So 1:57 and counting here in the third quarter. Is now coming back out is Keaton Downing. And I want to say this about the special teams of Kamehameha. I think the punting has done an excellent job of putting St. Louis or starting them more back in the field position game. So
that is correct.
As Downing decides to keep this one here, and as I was talking about field position, now St. Louis will have excellent field position to start here on the Kamehameha 42.
Kamehameha tried to surprise St. Louis on the keeper with Keola Downing, as he is known on Kamehameha campus. But St. Louis just sniffed it out, didn't allow any gain on the play, and now they're set themselves up for some beautiful field position to capitalize on.
So AJ Bianco will come back out here for the Crusaders. Trips to the near side. Single man up top as Mason Taliulu will come in at the running back. Here's Bianco. Will look right and now has open space on the top side of the field. Penalty during the play as Bianco will get past the first down marker. A gain of 10 on the play, but we'll see what the flag is about.
As we see Bianco roll out here, I think it's going to be a illegal
Holding.
block in the back.
Offense number 65.
Oh, it's a
10-yard
holding
penalty. First down.
So that'll negate that advantage that Bianco gained there, and St. Louis will be set back 10 yards.
And so with 1:41 to go, this will be second down and 20 as the Crusaders go back into their own territory now. From the 45, Bianco, Taliulu, the single setback. Bianco looks right, will shuffle up, fire this one, and they're going to call this one incomplete, as trying to get under that one was Jacob Lelich.
Here we see on the replay, the ball is slightly underthrown. From our angle, it looked good, but the referee was on the spot to make that call.
So it'll be second down here and 20. As a lot of the Crusaders, or Coach Cowley has put in most of their second string here in the second half. So here's Bianco. Shuffles up in the pocket, and he'll shuffle up into a Warrior defender, but escapes as they'll head to the St. Louis sideline, getting back into Warrior territory to the 44.
Bianco here with a razzle-dazzle play. It looked like he had nowhere to go. Last minute attempt breaks loose and gains about 6 yards on the play.
As we're going to take a stoppage in play, as I believe there's an injured player on the St. Louis sideline. As now our attentions go to the sideline of the Crusaders, as it's 1:13 here in the third quarter. At the end of the game, I want you to pick and we're back here from the injury timeout. Jaime Miranda, Chaz Mihar here up in the press box. As it's going to be 3rd and 13 here for the Crusaders from the Kamehameha 44-yard line. As a pull will be in at the quarterback. As he'll go left, pressure coming as he evades. Now scrambling to the right side, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. As it looks like he'll get right back to the line of scrimmage there, so it'll set up a 4th down.
Great defensive play here by the Kamehameha Warriors, forcing Apo to run to his left. Nowhere to go, stringing out the play for no gain.
Michael Lilo back to return the punt here for the Warriors, as Tufunga will be back to punt for the Crusaders. It's a nice high punt there, as Lilo will let this one bounce, and it'll go right into the hands of one of the Crusaders at the 1-yard line. That's Kawai Hinano Kalakoa.
Here's the punt. Lucky bounce for St. Louis. Johnny on the spot there to down it at the half-yard line.
What a special teams return, and probably a nightmare here for the Kamehameha Warrior offense, as they're back again at their own 1-yard line.
It is amazing what St. Louis has done as far as field position. Seems like every other time the Kamehameha steps on the field, they're in their own end zone.
So Smith will be the running back. as Jonah Ewan is back out at the quarterback. And so give it to Smith. And I believe Smith just gets out of the end zone. Just enough for a no gain on that one.
We're going to look at the replay here. Smith is going to get the ball up the middle, fully congested with white jerseys. Gets about a half yard on that. A tough half yard, that is.
So 29 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. As Ewan will look to the sideline here for the call. They'll go trips up top. Smith, the running back. Ewan out of the gun, looks, will step up, and he'll just have to fall forward. And he'll get close to about a yard on that one. So inch by inch, they're moving here, and that will decide the last play of the third quarter.
Ewan here, he thought he had some time and space, but the linebackers just collapsed on him immediately, denying him from breaking loose.
So one more quarter to go. 40-7 is your score. We'll be right back here on Aloha Stadium Star Sports.
So we got one.
And welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Jaime Miranda, Chaz Mihara here on the call. One more quarter to go. 40-7 is our score. St. Louis up on top if you just joined us. And coming up at the end of the game, Jaime, you get the privilege of naming our Stadium Stars player of the game tonight. So I'm looking forward to who you're deciding to pick for both teams, as we're going to come back with Kamehameha with the ball at their own 3-yard line. Third down and 9 rather, as they need to get to the 12-yard line for the first down, but hopefully they're looking to get some breathing room here on this play. So they'll get trips to the near side. Ewan will come back out in at the quarterback. Smith, the running back. As here's Ewan, and I think he's going to be tackled in the end zone, and that will be, I'm waiting for a signal. And there it is, safety for the St. Louis defense.
We're going to look at the replay here. Ewan just had no time. Looked like as soon as he thought he had a little bit of time, the white jersey just surrounded him and created a safety.
And make it 42-7. And I think going back to what we talked about earlier about the Kamehameha offense, I think, like you said, we got to give credit to the Crusaders on defense. They have just been in the backfield all night long. And that's, I think, the biggest key why Kamehameha hasn't found any sort of rhythm on offense.
Yes, correct. St. Louis here for the second time at Aloha Stadium, proving why they are ranked so high, not only in Oahu, but the state of Hawaii and in the nation. We are looking at a team with his loaded
Mercy rule
with Division
timing will
I
now be in
players.
effect.
Yeah, St. Louis is the 9th team in the nation from USA Today. Updated today, actually. I just found that out this afternoon. So definitely so much talent on this roster. And you just talk about Cal Lee and what he has done for this program and what he has been doing for all of his players. And it's just tremendous to watch them play. The level of play that they bring every time they step onto the floor is so impressive to watch.
With that said, Chaz, 10 years ago, St. Louis had lost a little bit of its dominance across the board. But in these last 10 years, they have come on strong and made a name for themselves across the nation.
So Downing is getting ready to kick this one off here for the Warriors. And due to the safety, he'll be kicking off from the 20-yard line. And now back on the return, this is going to be Prince Solomon. As we have a penalty during the play, as Solomon will get to the 48-yard line. And that's where St. Louis would have it to start the drive.
As we look at the replay here, Solomon gets to the middle, can't avoid the swarm of blue jerseys, and it looks like there's going to be a hold on the play.
Personal foul, illegal block below the waist. Kicking team number 38. 15-yard penalty, first down St. Louis.
Whoa, that one goes against KS. Unfortunately, that's going to give St. Louis 15 more yards and some good field position here with 11 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
And you talk about the St. Louis offense now, and so far here in the second half, the Kamehameha defense has done a nice job of disrupting their flow offensively, and they've been switching between two quarterbacks, between AJ Bianco and Connor Apo. And I think Bianco went down on the injury on the sideline earlier, so hopefully he is okay as now Apo takes the snaps here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the Warriors 36-yard line. Apo will give here. This one is Kamakavivo Ole, and he'll get stopped for a 1-yard gain on the play. Nice tackle there, number 43 on the defense as Ezra Avai Malu.
Great stop here by number 43. Nowhere to go for Kamaka Iwa Ole.
So 2nd down and 9. Pull with the long snap count. And this one he'll fake the give. Throws to the far side as this is going to be complete. But nice defense there as the Paul Kela Lewis was the receiver that time.
Once again, Chaz, Kamehameha defense taking care of business here, not allowing the St. Louis Crusaders to get any momentum in those first two plays.
So make it 3rd down here as Talilulu will be the single setback. Apo in at the quarterback. Trips to the near side. Apo looking. Escapes to the far side, trying to get down the sideline as he'll shuffle his way out of bounds near the 32-yard line. As that'll set up a 4th down here for the Crusaders.
Amazing play here by Connor Apo. It looks like he's going to take a loss of 10. Manages to squirt out of the back and dodge a few tackles for a gain of about 6.
As we have an injured Kamehameha Warrior down on the 40-yard line. And as I take a look at him, we'll take an injury timeout as well. We will be right back here at Aloha Stadium.
Reading his quotes, man, I was like, unbelievable. Here's a guy, when he puts on his contact lenses, he can see better. And I was reading his quotes last night, I was like, man, I wish I could use these. It crosses a line, it's a touchdown.
And welcome back here to Aloha Stadium after the injury timeout. Sets up a 4th down and 5 here for the Crusaders. Trips to the near side. Cruz a single setback. A pull back to pass. Now we'll spin back to the near side. We'll throw to the end zone. This one will fall incomplete as he was trying to find number 85 that time. That was Ezra Rodriguez, but good effort on both sides on that play.
Connor Apo showing some great footwork here. Does a reverse pivot on the pursuit and manages to air the ball out and save that loss of a down, or loss of yards, I should say.
So it's going to set up a turnover on downs as Kamehameha will regain the ball here with 8:40 and counting as we have a running clock back as the Crusaders did score. So they have 35 points now as the running clock is in possession. So 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. Here's a quick pass from Ewan over the middle, will fall incomplete. Nice coverage that time by number 11 there for the Crusaders. That's Drake Nohara.
Look at the replay here. Looked like the player was open. Slight hold there defensively by number 11 of St. Louis, but it was a no call. And here we go to 2nd down.
Smith in at the running back, double wides. Ewan with the give to Smith. And falling forward there on the tackle was big number 91 there for the Crusaders. That's Anthony Sagapolutele.
The replay here, Smith up the middle. Sagapolutele stuffing the play for a loss.
So make it 3rd and 11 here for the Warriors. They go trips to the near side. Ewan here back to pass. As he'll find some open space on the top side, trying to get outside. Great closing speed that time by number 20 on the defense there. That's Bronze Moore.
Absolutely, Chaz. It looked like Ewan had some space there, but number 20 closing speed, some Deion Sanders.
Prince Solomon back to return here for the Crusaders. As Resentes will run to the right, and he'll get a high punt in this one. So take a high bounce, and we'll take a small Kamehameha roll inside the 40 to the 37-yard line, and that's where the Crusaders will have it here with the running clock in action.
Resentes there with a punt on the replay. Nice kick. And no return for St. Louis.
So the Crusaders will come back out here, 1st and 10. Again with 5:55 and counting here in the 4th quarter. They'll go trips to the top side. A pull with the give. This one will be to Cruz. Cruz will get to the 40-yard line, a gain of 3 on the play.
The replay here, you see St. Louis trying to pound the ball up the middle. Kamehameha defense has been shining bright the whole 2nd half.
So double wides on each side. Kamaka Vivaole will come in as he'll get the give on the right side, and he'll get a few more yards there, 4 yards on the gain. As this will be a 3rd and short here for the Crusaders.
Power play up the middle for Kamaka Wiwoole, 4-yard gain.
So here we go, 4:47 here in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 3. A pull with the give here to Fa, and Fa will be stopped short of the 1st down. A nice tackle there by Manai Kalani Wolfgram.
Looking at the replay here, big time tackle there by number 21, Wolfgram.
As they'll switch sides here. As number 9 is back to return the West Tufunga punt. Pahio will step up to this one. He'll catch it. No fair catch signal as he'll get brought down to the turf there. As they'll get it to the 25-yard line. And, you know, this has been our first game of our prep football game night here for the Open Division and ILH games, excuse me. as we do have a penalty on the play. But also coming up tomorrow night, Hawaii will be back in town hosting the Oregon State Beavers. Jaime, are you going to be at that one?
I will be at tomorrow's
Awesome.
game, hopefully here in the press box again.
Holding
And
on the return
it's an
team.
exciting time for
10-yard
UH
penalty
football.
from the end of the
Beating a
kick.
Pac-12
First down,
team
Kamehameha.
on their first game. They get another opportunity tomorrow to see what they can do against another Pac-12.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, I think last game they had about 20,000 fans. So hopefully we're shooting for that 30,000 fans to really get this place rocking back again. And so after the penalty will go against the Warriors, as they'll move them back to their own 15-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from there. Keone will be in at the quarterback. Long snap count will look right. We'll fire this one. Nice catch down the sideline by number 87. That's Kalani Kuikahi Lorenzo, the sophomore.
Beautiful timing route here, 5 and out. Keone throws it before the receiver cuts out. It's put right in his hands.
Kimura the single setback here on 2nd down. Keone will again look right. Pass will be complete. Still on his feet dancing. That's Shiloh Lewis Kanekua, and he'll get enough for a first Hawaiian Bank first down for the Warriors.
And Keone's 2 for 2 on this drive, getting the first down. Nice little toss to the outside. Lewis, little bit of yards after the catch.
So 2:47 and counting. Here's Keone. Will have to run with it now, as he'll rush his way forward for about a 1-yard gain on that play. And I think the Crusaders has done an excellent job of kind of containing Keone. He likes to run the football, but they've been doing a good job of pursuing to him fast and closing up those gaps.
Keone has been effective on the short tosses, but St. Louis has done well not allowing a big play.
So here's Keone. Quick pass to the other side, as this one will be complete. We're trying to get a number for you there. It's number 87. That's Lorenzo again on the other side.
As we mentioned, here's another toss. Everything is kept underneath for St. Louis. They're not allowing anything from 10 yards and up. They're keeping all of the receivers tight, and everything is caught underneath.
Double wise to either side. Keone will shuffle up. Now has some space. Will get the first down, and oh, big collision at the 45-yard line is where Keone will be stopped. But he gets enough for the first down.
Keone for Kamehameha has come with a lot of heart in the second half. He's putting a bid in for player of the game.
Oh, little hint there. As Jaime has the privilege after the game. Stick around for that with our Stadium Stars players of the game. Here's Keone on first down, as he is trying to escape again, but the rest of the Crusader defense swarms him up in the backfield there. Zane Fragus in on the tackle at the last stop.
Not much where to go here for Keone. Just swarmed by all white jerseys until he's finally taken down by number 97. That's Jeremy Pengalinan.
So 33 seconds and counting, as now we have a penalty before the snap.
False start. Offense number 13. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
The false start penalty goes against Kamehameha. Moving back about 5 yards. Still 2nd down here. Here's Keone. Trips to the near side. Looking right. Will fire over the middle. Had a man, but underthrew his receiver that time in Shiloh Lewis Kanekua.
This is one of the few times that Keone has had time in the
Timeout.
pocket.
Kamehameha.
Shiloh Lewis was wide open, just a little bit behind him, unable to make the catch.
As Kamehameha takes a timeout with 6 seconds left, we'll take one as well. We'll be back to wrap this one up here on Stadium Stars.
Shoot, can't believe we're down to 0.
And welcome back to the final moments of St. Louis and Kamehameha. 6 seconds left here on the clock, as I think Coach Abu wanted to get one more play in before this one ends, as Keone will look to the right. This pass falls incomplete. And that will do it for this one, as the Crusaders didn't let up a single point, or they had a point in the second half, but nonetheless they get the win, as I believe that's their 31st consecutive win here in this winning streak for the Crusaders over the Warriors, 42-7. Jaime, now it's time for our players of the game for both sides, and I'm interested to see who you have chosen.
Well, for Kamehameha, I'm going to go with Kamaka Paliku, who came out strong in that second half. And he got the 2 picks, and he was the only person to score for KS. So for Kamehameha, we got Kamaka Paliku, hands down.
Congratulations to Paliku. I mean, he did an excellent job. I think he was a spark plug that really gave this Warrior defense the passion, the energy that they played with in the second half.
And for St. Louis, I'm going to have to go with their leader from last week and this week, which is Delora. Delora is the one that sets the tone. He is unbelievably talented, and his leadership showed last week along with this week.
And Jaden DeLarge, I mean, we've seen him throughout this season. Again, it's still early in the season, but definitely showing a lot of heart, a lot of leadership for this team, and you know, excited to see the second half here of this season. So once again, the final score in this one, the Crusaders 42-7 gets the victory, as week 6 will end here tonight. For Jaime Miranda, also big thank you to Hugh Pelesasa, Ryan Nagano, Kristen Kumakura, excuse me. I'm Chaz Mihar. And until next time, please have a good night and aloha.